We know that the Arizal tells us that Riv Seidus HaTorah, most of the secrets of the Torah are genuzes ba'agada, are hidden in the Aggadeta. And whenever we learn Aggadeta, we always have to dig a little deeper. There's actually a mashal that's brought down. I don't remember from who. Maybe from the Minchas Elazar. I don't remember. There's a mashal that's brought down that there was a king who had a son, and the king was old and the son was very young. Young and stupid, you might want to say, but those two actually go hand in hand. Yeah.
Young and stupid.
And the king realized that he's going to die soon, and he was worried. He had a lot of treasures, and he was worried that if you leave them in the hands of his son, they would be squandered, right?
Squandered, plundered.
So he thought, and he devised a plan. The first thing is he hired for his son the best art teachers in the world. He said, I want my son to know art, to be a maven in art, to understand art, to be able to draw himself. And he devoted a lot of energy into that. And he told the people who will be taking care of his household, he says, even after I pass away, I want you to make sure that my son continues to become really, really learned in the arts. Then he called the most famous artist in the world at the time, and he came in and he told the artist, I want you, here's this big room in the palace, and I want you to paint this entire room with a beautiful, beautiful mural.
For what?
Mural. It's a painting which is on the walls, yeah. Then what the king did is, he took his treasures and he dug compartments in the wall, and in a few places in the wall he put all his gold there, and his diamonds, all his treasure over there. And as the artist went and he was painting the room, the king instructed him the few areas. He says, that area, I want that when you paint it, I want you to reduce the quality of your painting. It shouldn't be as lifelike. It shouldn't be as masterful as the rest of the areas. And that's what happened. So the person painted the entire room. The king passes away. And no one knows where the treasure of the king is. But the son keeps on learning art and more art and more art and more appreciating art. And after a while, whenever he walks through this beautiful room, which was painted by this artist, and he sees, he keeps on noticing blemishes in the art.
Something wrong there.
He keeps on noticing it. And he's like, the rest of the room is world-class art, and here you have these pieces. Yeah, they're nice, but any artist could have done those pieces. These pieces, obviously, there's something wrong over here that always bothered him. What are these few patches on the wall where the art is somewhat subpar? And one day he said, you know what, there has to be something here. I have to dig behind these little pieces. Maybe there's something in there. He digs there and he finds the treasure. And this is a mashal also for Aggadeta. The deepest secrets in the Torah, Hashem couldn't just throw them out there, out in the open. These are secrets, and you have to be roy for them. You have to be worthy of them. You have to have a certain maturity to understand them. And the Rizal tells us that Rav Seidus HaTorah, most of the Seidus HaTorah are hidden in Aggadeta. So what did the Eibishter do? He gave us the whole Gemara, which the whole Gemara, the whole Medrash, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful art. And every once in a while you see something strange. And when you see something a little off, a little strange, or something like this, we needed Reb Shimon Bar Yochai, we needed Rabbi Elazar ben Hurkanus, we needed Rabbi Akiva to tell us something. It sounds childlike, it sounds so unimportant. How does this fit into the, I just finished learning this tremendous sugya with the tremendous seichel that went into it, and here I'm sitting and learning about the beauty of Yaakov Avinu and the beauty of Havad Marishan, and why does it matter and who cares? That sounds like something I could read about in the Grimm's fairy tales, lahavdil. Whenever you see something of that sort, you have to start digging, because that's where the secrets of the Torah are hidden. And the Aggadeta of Torah is where they're hidden.